Richard Blake.
I would like to propose an agenda item for a future agenda related to the accessibility of this court to the public. Specifically, the 9:30 meeting time. It may be convenient for you all, but is very inconvenient for the rest of the citizens who work during the day. And more specifically, the rules regarding speakers. We've been told we have 3 minutes, and as your own rules state, a maximum of 30 minutes total unless agreed upon by the court to extend that time. What I'd like to remind you is that this court is governing by consent, and that's the consent of these people who elected you and who pay your salary. It's not the other way around. We are not the servants. When you take that office and you call yourself a public servant, that means you are to serve the public, not the public serving you. When you're attending to the county's business, you're not attending to some faceless entity out there. You're attending to the business of the people of Smith County, and that is us. How can you know what ideas, thoughts, or concerns your bosses, which we are, have if your rules limit our own access to you? After attending to the business of the county, I understand there are certain items that have to be attended to. What could be more important after attending to that business than listening to those who voted to hire you, no matter how long it takes? The problem is your own rules limit our access to you. You only allow agenda items or requests for future agenda items to be spoken about. Requests are not guaranteed to even get on the agenda because that's controlled by you, specifically by the county judge, or in his absence, someone else can approve that. So you can see how if an agenda item is brought up by the public, you actually have the ability to keep that off the agenda, meaning you've limited our access to you. In essence, you're restricting free speech. And some might say you're denying free speech. And here's just a couple of proposals to consider. Change the meeting to evening times. If you can't change every meeting to an evening time, at least one per month, allowing the citizens who work during the day to have better access to you in the court. Once a month, allow as many people to speak that want to for their 3 minutes on any matter that they would like to speak on. Why should we be limited to what we can talk about based on your rules? I think we're paying you to listen to us. So for at least one time a month, if that takes 3 hours, 4 hours, what difference does it make if it's concerns, issues that the people want you to hear about? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Blake.